Hello there. Now, yesterday you might have seen this model that I created. This is my custom MIDI scaled Venator mock, which honestly is my most impressive mock to date. So I might have to update this at some point next year. But today's focus is going to be on children in need, as here in the UK we are celebrating children in need. So Lego released this Pudsey Lego set a few years back. In fact, it was over a decade ago. This set came out the 1st of September 2011 and actually run out till the end of the year 2012. So you could pick this in a few stores. I in fact ended up picking mine up. I think it was in a Greggs or something. And I did get another one the next year, which has definitely given me a load of yellow Lego pieces that I've made use of in recent mech mocks, such as my Rogue Vision videos you saw earlier this week. But most of the pieces have been put into this Brickheadz Pudsey that I'll be building for today's video. This set was actually an extension of the Creator line. All proceeds went to children in need, and Lego actually put a ton of their profits to children in need in 2011. So this was a promotional event. However, it would have set you back £4, which gives it 4.2 pence per piece, as there is 95 pieces in this build, which of course comes with the exclusive bandana piece that goes over Pudsey's right eye. Now, it doesn't look too much like Pudsey, but for the time it isn't actually too bad. You've got his legs, his arms, and even the ears, which are at that nice angle using some clip pieces. But we're not here to review the older model, we're here to look at the new one. So let's put Pudsey aside for the minute and bring out the newer model. You can see the problem with the old one is the bandana doesn't really stay over the eye. Even if you try and clip it under one of the studs, it just relaxes and ends up going backwards. So perhaps I'll put him on the side so you can sort of see the bandana. But this Pudsey right here is a complete mock that I've created. Of course, it uses that Pudsey bandana piece, which would just be way too hard to replicate in Lego pieces, as it does circle the whole of Pudsey's head, though there is a usual Brickheadz eye underneath, much like Lego included the stud for the eye on the old Pudsey model. But I've even built a regular Brickheadz base, and you can see the two round pieces that were seen on this older Pudsey have been repurposed into his new legs. This goes to scale with the other Brickheadz model, which of course if you're building a Brickheadz design you have to keep them the same size, and this does have a few more pieces than the 95 used on the old one, so definitely wouldn't be £4 today. I mean, £4 barely gets you a Pudsey headband, but of course all proceeds would go to children in need. So it's something that I might be interested in seeing for a few other of these charity builds, and Lego creating some sort of, perhaps not Pudsey as they have already done this, though it would be awesome to get a Brickheadz Pudsey such as the one I've created here. But more so for other types of charities, having some exclusive build in Brickheadz form where all the proceeds go to that charity. And of course, as Lego aren't trying to make a profit, it does probably mean that they'll give away a few cheaper sets as well, like with this one, only £4, which was a steal for this exclusive vinyl piece and the other 95 pieces. But you can see in Brickheadz fashion, we've got the 2x2 plate with the 2x2 tile on top, equipped with this sandy coloured snot brick. And I haven't included a hand, as though more recent editions of the Pudsey costume come with yellow gloves, the Pudsey that I'm used to is that iconic cartoon image with the rounded arms, the rounded legs. So Pudsey shouldn't be holding anything, as I don't think we see any image of him holding anything. So of course he doesn't have the clip at the bottom, and the ears are actually a very interesting technique. We'll take a look in a minute, as the bandage does go over the whole top, this polka dotted white strip, which once again goes the whole way around the head and sort of loops up at the back. Perhaps we could have had just the one at the back in the middle, but I have included two ball joints at the back here just so that it doesn't pop up over the eye, and in fact slotting it just under this stud here means that you can even hold it upside down and the bandage just isn't coming off. Once again, it's a Brickheadz. You've got to take my word for it, but I promise you there's a 2x2 pink brick in there for Pudsey's brain. Even Pudsey has a brain. The only Brickheadz that hasn't included it was a Homer Simpson one, which included a pink stud instead, just to show how small a brain he had, I guess, which is a nice joke that the designers put in there. But once we take off this bandage here, you can see that the ears actually come out a stud wider on top, as I have used this 2x6 plate on the top, which you can actually see the 2x2 brick I've included there. So that was handy me taking off, but that just allows the ears to come over the side and gives them a nice rounded off edge with the other wedge plates. So I have used 3 wedge plates on each ear and actually used a stud behind each of these 1x1 wedge plates just to give it this fluffy look, and that is why I've not tiled off the entire head. Not only do I not really have the pieces to do it, but also Pudsey is a big fluffy bear, so what better way to show this than just have a bunch of exposed studs on the head. Now, if I included the exposed studs all over the body, I agree it'd look very weird. Even on the face, I decided to tile it off in the end because it just didn't look right for Pudsey. However, having the exposed studs on the head, which is also covered up by this bandage, is just a great way to show sort of how Pudsey looks in real life. Of course, this is a Lego model, but it just brings Pudsey to life alongside the iconic bandana over his right eye. So once again, this is a mock for children in need. I guess if you want, you can donate to Children in Need. I'll be sure to leave a link in the description for those of you that do. And it's definitely an improvement to the older model, though. If something like this was to come out at 2011 for Children in Need, I think it'd just blow everyone away. We hadn't seen any Brickheadz by that point. I don't think we'd seen Brickheadz until too recently, actually. With the first Brickheadz coming a few years ago, perhaps the first one was some sort of Comic-Con exclusive. But if you manage to pick this up in any other stores and want to build it into the Brickheadz, let me know. I can publish the instructions on Rebrickable for free, or perhaps do something where you can donate to charity in order to get the instructions. Thanks for tuning in to this video. Let me know if there's any other Brickhead models you'd like created, and subscribe so we can smash 500 subscribers by Christmas. So thank you to the nearly 500 of you that have subscribed already. I can't believe the channel's grown so fast. I've only been doing Lego videos for a few months now, and the reception has been amazing. May the bricks be with you all, always.